Today we're going to talk about a book that I don't recommend for everyone and the 7 cures for being broke that book covers. Hey readers, welcome back to Why Should I Read That? Where we go over some key principles from great books and you get to decide if you want to add it to your reading list. I'm John, this is episode 20. Today let's talk about this book, The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason. This book was published in 1926, just a few years before the Great Depression. Clason was the owner of a prominent map company and applied the principles that he writes about throughout his own life. This book is actually the seminal work on personal finance and entrepreneurial thinking of the 20th century. These lessons include topics such as avoiding debt, seeking out mentors, and protecting your assets. This short allegorical book struck a chord with Depression-era readers who clamored for its timeless financial advice and wisdom on building wealth. So here's the reason that I don't recommend this book for everyone. So everything in here is written in these and thous. And there are other books that are written closer to today that go over it in today's language. Not quite so archaic. However, this book is concise. It delivers financial principles in story form, and it provides a basis for many of the authors and speakers of the 20th century as they wrote books and delivered seminars on financial success. So you may actually prefer a change of pace from the dry financial tomes that tell us how to pay down debt, buy a home, invest in stocks, or other strategies like flipping houses or starting a business. If that's the case, then the stories of Arkad, Davasir, and Sharunata will be a welcome change of pace. If that sounds interesting and you want more information than these 7 quick points that we're going to talk about to overcome being broke, then go get this book on Amazon. It's $4. Or get it on audiobook. It's $1.95 on audible.com. So think about this for a second. Og Mandino, one of the most successful personal development speakers and authors of the 20th century, called this the greatest text on personal finance and thrift of all time. And it's $1.95 on Amazon.com. The problem isn't lack of information, people. It's lack of implementation. Here are the 7 bullet points on overcoming a lean purse from The Richest Man in Babylon. Principle number 1, set thy purse to fattening. Specifically, hold 10% of your income for your own future. Set it right aside. Don't touch it for anything except building your own future. Principle number 2, control thine expenditures. Live on that other 90% of your income or less, and don't you dare deviate from your budget. Principle number 3, make thy gold multiply. This one's pretty straightforward. Don't let it sit there. Invest somewhere where it's safe and you can expect a clear return. Remember the parable of the talents in Matthew 25? The third servant who did not invest his money but merely protected what he had was called unworthy and was thrown out by his master. I definitely recommend checking out that parable. It's a great lesson illustrated here. Principle number 4, guard thy treasures from loss. Invest only where the principal is safe, where it may be reclaimed if desirable, and where you can earn reasonable interest. Also, seek counsel from wiser heads when you are investing. Principle number 5, make of thy dwelling a profitable investment. Own your own home. Here's the thing. I take issue with this one in our current economy in some cases, but in almost every case, it's better to own than it is to rent if you can do it without debt. Principle number 6, ensure a future income. So provide in advance for your family or your own retirement. Principle number 7, increase thy ability to earn. So build your own capacity, study, become wiser, more skillful, and act as though you respect yourself. So those are the 7 cures for a lean purse from The Richest Man in Babylon. The audiobook is 4 hours long and costs less than a cup of coffee. If you can't handle some these and thous, don't bother with it. But with experience comes wisdom, and many extremely experienced individuals have recommended this book very highly. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I can't believe it's episode 20 already. I'll catch you next week for episode 21.